Hey guys, it's Jalen here from iJuicy60. Today I have a Mac tip on iPhoto 09. I have not done a Mac tip in a while, but now that I am, this one is going to be a longer video because of how many features iPhoto has. So I'm going to keep this short, so keep watching if you're, want to learn about iPhoto, or if you're new to iPhoto and you just need a basic tutorial on how to use it. So grab your cup, grab your straw, and let's do it. So iPhoto is going to look different for everybody, but the thing that should be the same, as long as you didn't change too many things, is your library up here, where it says events, photos, faces, and places. These are your core items of your photo library, and iPhoto also does videos, depending on how you store them. But I'm going to be focusing on photos today since this is iPhoto. So events should be broken down into this. Just clips and squares of different events, basically different dates of when you've taken photos. And as you scroll down, the date changes to where or when these photos were taken. If you just double click on one of them, it will take you into that event and show you all the photos there, or of that date. Photos shows you all the photos in your iPhoto library, and they're usually broken down into events. It depends on how you have arranged them. Again, everybody's iPhoto is going to look different. Faces, if you take pictures of people, iPhoto can recognize faces. All you have to do is basically click on a person's face through faces, name them, and iPhoto can usually pick up that person's name, so that if you take numerous pictures of the same person, it'll recognize that person. Places can recognize where you've taken the picture at if you have a camera with GPS in it, and if you don't have a camera with that in it, you can identify a certain picture through the map here. So moving on is basically simple as importing photos into iPhoto. So when you connect a camera, it should pop up down here in devices. Most cameras are supported, but if your camera is not supported, when you plug it in and it doesn't pop up in devices, there is a application built into Mac OS X, Leopard and Snow Leopard, that allows you to import photos from any camera or device that has photos on it. It's called image capture, so you just go to applications and image capture. Again, this is for people whose cameras did not show up when you plugged it in, did not show up in iPhoto. So as you can see, my iPhone is plugged in here and it shows all the pictures on my iPhone. You simply click a picture, you can click import, and you can set it to where you want to save the pictures at. So you can set it to import to down here in iPhoto, since that's what you want them to go to, or you can click import all and it will go to iPhoto as long as you set it there. So that's what to do if your camera does not show up in iPhoto. If it does, you can just click on it and it'll show all your photos. And for example here, if I were to take this photo and just drag it straight into photos, it would go into my photo library. Or you can just click it and click import selected or import all. If you click import all, it's going to import all the photos from your device. Event name is to basically create a new event, so when you go to events, it will show up there. Albums are basically organized photos that you've put together, certain photos that you've taken out of your main library and putting them into one album. So this album is called, Spring 2010, and it's all the photos I took from the spring to make one album. So it's pretty nice to have if you're working on like a photo project or something along those lines. Down here, your main tools, you can edit pictures straight from here. You can name them. For faces, You can make a slideshow right here. And then right here you can make it into a calendar, a card, or a book. So if you want to make a book with all your photos in it from a certain album, you have to make an album, and to do that, you simply go to the file or the add down here. So if you go to file, you just hit new album or command N or the addition sign here, and it shows you all the things you can make. An album, a smart album, which basically takes certain photos that fit your criteria. If you have MobileMe, you can use that. A new slideshow, you can make a book using certain photos you have, a card, or a calendar. Now, if you have Flickr or Facebook or other social media sites that are supported, but Flickr and Facebook are the main ones, you can set up your account to automatically sync your photos from your iPhoto library to your Flickr account. To do that, you would simply go to add, to do that you would select the photos that you want to go there, to Flickr or Facebook, or you can select an entire album or an entire event. It's up to you, but let's just say you want one photo. You simply select the photo, go to share, and then select Facebook, Flickr, or you can go to your MobileMe gallery. Let's say you wanted to go to your Flickr account. You set who you want to view it, photo size, and then hit publish. You obviously would have to set up your account before you do this, but it's pretty simple. It just asks you to sign in. Once you already have your Flickr account set up and you want to throw photos at your Flickr account, you simply highlight all the photos that you want in there, and then just drag them straight into that Flickr. Now, if you want to make a book, a calendar, or a card, it's pretty simple. You just click on an album or all your photos, just a category full of photos basically. Click on keepsakes down here and you select which one you want. So let's say you want a calendar. You pick the theme that you want. So let's say you want a classic theme. Click choose. Click when you want your calendar to start, which most people want it at January. And if you have iCal, you can import all of your dates, schedules, and things you have booked from your iCal, so that you already have that on your calendar, so you won't have to write in stuff that's already imprinted onto your calendar. Now, keep in mind, in case you don't know this already, if you do make a calendar, a book, or a card, especially a calendar, you will have to basically have it shipped to you after you create it from Apple, meaning that yes, you do have to pay. If you make a book, you can have a paperback book and print it straight out from your computer, but if you want a hard book one, you can do the same thing, which is order it from Apple. And the same goes for a card. You can print it straight out. So right here, once you select which album or which group of photos you want, it'll have them all on the left side here, and you just drag them to where you'd like. You select the name of the calendar, and then you hit the arrows here to go through the months. Each theme has different photo placements. It all depends on which one you've picked. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want a Mac tip on a Mac OS X application, usually something that's built in, just leave a comment or send us a message and I will do my best to make a Mac tip on that. So thanks for watching. Hope this helped you guys, and stay frosty.